Okay, Roy K. Johnston. Straight from Eugene, I bet. I think you boys came down here a couple times before, didn't you?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Here's Roy.
This is one of the better landmarks in poetry, not just here in Oregon, but throughout the, I would say throughout the whole Western and bringing the Midwest as well. You're very fortunate to have these people, and I think you should give them a hand right now. Go ahead and read things, and I'd like to read some poems about nature, and then culture, and then end with war and peace. Roots. How unanswerable roots are. At least in the physical, when, why, where. I like them jumbled together, or laid stretched out alone, holding them and letting them fall, swooshing through the air, making shapes, but always in an unexpected descent. The hairy ones I shy away from, the very gnarled shapes welcome a curiosity, spread along in different planes that create their own mosaics. In their secrecy lies the future, dependent on biology, genetics. I am entranced by what they are, will become a final disappearance, mystical. Where I find you not under the most common pebble shared on a wandering wave, not woven in the pattern of the stamen leaning by a blush wind, not found in a print, hand, foot, test tube or other traces, in the near spring of rolling meadows, flora flashing palette. I found you on dancing meadow butterflies against the arid coast colors. Oh, let me just go through it all, and then one clap. Earth's next era, the age of loneliness. Minimal earmarks of ageless nature are disappearing finch by finch. Will I hear tiny increments of sound paced by its bobbing head, seeking the sea? An ancient earth in this nuclear age, exhausted, pushes me forward in search of finished life. Transformational loneliness points to a surrealistic canvas with the dripping blood of the redwood. It repels the flesh of torn time. Humans, mostly extinct, remain alone with bacteria and forgotten birds in this age of loneliness. A star crept into my bed. Weeping on its side, I awoke to no points of pain and tried to brush it off, turning from side to side. It woke me from my bare slumber, and I become ornery, and every fiber of flesh, bone and desire consciousness, and wanting to be left alone, swatting at its light, like a fly at a picnic. It's seen to respond in flashes of hatred, contempt, and angry at every creature. Everyone that lives is not holy. What the hell did it want from me? Snippets of my misdoings, tugging and pulling at my pajama sleeve like a tired old lover holding on to a star whose light has expired 1,000,000 years ago, reaching us a bit too late. The division of war and peace. Leadership or extinction. Who will lead the way to peace? Who is capable of finding the peace within themselves? How many dollars will it take to fix the world? How many dollars will be wasted? Will it take a high-tech war force and specific missions to hunt down terrorists ourselves? Will it take the destruction of the internal freedom of the state to win this war? What war anyway? Tactical thinking and specific movements are only against the enemy. Industrial military complex is running things. Who will lead our children to better lives in the midst, losing sight of their miracles, their soft home touch in wilderness, gone blind, torn from limbs and families? When you shut down your electric distractions, not swallow any more pills or shed responsibilities, come outside with me. The children play in the sand just beyond the trees with thorns, soon to endure what has reaped from glut of some few on the tip shouting out. At least we are alive with the experience of having hope. You would rather see death, for it's one of the only things we think we control before it consumes us. Who among us will set an offer on the table and say this war formed the break of promises? Once again, come, damage is done. See where our systems are broken. No repair here. Demosthenes is shamed by recent events. Freedoms and their guarantors diminished by greedy decisions. Tossed in an ill wind by Jeffersonian mass tyrants, citizens confused by such wanton acts reach for a new dawn, still moistened by tears of non-represented children. The howl of Ginsburg required now by the trampling of brown lashers and sagebrush rebels, worst of our environmental friends, as well as WTO's fraudulent legends of immoral ethics. Where are your voices? Move now out of an empire disgraced by our fallen, false leadership. Return toward our common ground of sustaining economics and conservation. Partisan victories be trash. Come new brushed wind, winding down our valley, toss grace with gentle rain, to see a new republic. Come back, peace. Oh, peace, where are you? What are you hiding for? I only see your other side, producer of tears and broken, torn bodies. shaken souls, frozen and shattered through miles of thoughtless time. Come, place your blanket on the right and rip frozen ones and lead the new blinded to an awakening of virgin stretch. Light, the center of the universe, is waiting for us, soundless in this body, for new music not yet reached. Thank you very much.